ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports News Driver. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series playoff prediction and preview show. Preseason preview, I ended up picking 12 of 16 playoff drivers. So the 4 that I picked that did not make the playoffs was AJ Allmendinger, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, and Austin Dillon. The 4 that made it in their place: Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ironically, in 2022, I predicted RFK both cars into playoffs, and this year I did not. They just kind of flipped it on me. But I did predict Daniel Suarez missing the playoffs. I did predict Bubba Wallace making the playoffs. Alright, so of our 16 playoff drivers, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., they are tied 2,036 points. 5 wins for Byron, 3 wins for Truex. Denny Hamlin with 2 wins, Chris Buescher with 3 wins, Kyle Busch with 2 wins, Kyle Larson with 2 wins, Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, Joe Logano, Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse each with 1, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, and Bubba Wallace with none. Last year at this time we had 16 different winners. This year we have 14 different winners. So William Byron has the 5 wins. Kyle Larson actually has the most top 5s with 10. Martin Truex Jr. has 15 top 10s. Chris Buescher has 24 top 20s, which is rather amazing. Everyone in the playoff field has 14 or more top 20s. McDowell has 14. Tyler Reddick with 15. Bubba Wallace with 17. Top 10s, Bubba has 6 top 10s, 4 top 5s. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has 7 top 10s, 2 top 5s, and that win. Michael McDowell, 6 top 10s, 2 top 5s, and a win. So you kind of got people all over the place. Now, if you look at the entire playoff history from 2004 to current, of the leader when the playoffs started, whoever was leading the points, since 2017 it's called the regular season champion, but whoever's been leading the points, only 4 times have they ever won the championship after leading the points with 10 to go. Now the last 3, since there's been a regular season champion, which is 2017, that's when stage racing started. The odd years, whoever was the regular season champion won the championship. 2017, Martin Truex Jr. 2019, Kyle Busch. 2021, Kyle Larson. Do we see that again? I don't know. Now I know there's been a lot of things on Twitter with NASCAR XM host and their Final 4 predictions and champion predictions. So what I did was I went and looked at the first round of playoffs. So Darlington, Kansas, and Bristol. I looked at the average points last year, this year, at the 3 races at Darlington, the 3 races at Kansas, the average points scored. And then I also took the points from last year's Bristol, added them to the playoff points now. The bottom 4, so who I would have going out in the first round: Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell, Tyler Reddick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Who I have going out after round of 12. So this is after we have the round of 12 are Texas, Talladega, and the Roval. Again, I took the average points, added them to the playoff points they currently have, and then averaged those tracks out. So the 3 races at Talladega, the 3 races at 2 races at Texas, and then the 2 races at Texas last year, and then the Roval race from last year. The 4 I have going out there: Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Bubba Wallace. After the round of 8, which is Vegas, Homestead, and Martinsville, I have Christopher Bell going out, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, and Chris Buescher. So that leaves my final 4: William Byron, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain. Again, this is based on points from last year and this year, average points at those tracks. So we know averages can change. We know this year RFK is running better. We know this year 2311 is running better. We know there is a chance for the big one at Talladega to wipe people out. We know the first round could be uber crazy. We knew last year that Texas should be calm, Talladega crazy, and Roval's the Roval. We had a crazy ass Texas. Talladega was as smooth as can be, and then Roval was the Roval. So we know that can all change. But I have William Byron, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain in the Final Four, based on the stats. Now, we talk a lot about, and people talk about on XM Satellite Radio, is vote, take your picks with your head or with your heart. If I was basing this off just truly what I want to see, that I'm a fan, and after what I would see in the Final Four going into Phoenix, that I would be most stoked for, what four drivers would I be like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever, on pins and needles, this is just almost shaking. William Byron, I am a 24 fan, I have been for a long time. Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell. I say those names, maybe even take Bell out and put Tyler Reddick in there. I'm a 2311 fan. I'm not a Denny Hamlin fan, I'm a 2311 fan. I'm a Bubba Wallace fan. I talked about that here before. As much hatred as I hear people calling in the Satellite Radio for and read online, I want Bubba to win this championship. I mean, 23 and 23. Just like Joey said last year, 22 and 22. I want the 23 and 23. Just to basically stick it to those people. Because Bubba's good at Darlington. Bubba's good at Kansas. He can win Kansas. That gets him to the next round. Texas, Talladega. He's good at the intermediate mile and a half. Texas, Kansas, Vegas, those kind of tracks. He's good at Talladega. He's won at Talladega. That gets him to the round of 8. Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville. He can win Vegas easy, mile and a half. They're good there. That gets him into the championship 4. So there is a path there for Bubba Wallace to make it. It's not one of them just dreaming up either. It's tracks he's very good at. He's only 8 points behind. You never know. It's a pipe dream. Logically, the 4 that I pick here based on points, yeah, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Chris Buescher's hot as can be, Denny, maybe Chris, you can almost go down to the top 4 in points right now. William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, boom, there's your Final 4. But each round, we'll kind of do a preview of that round. So I think in the first round, Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell, Tyler Reddick, Ricky Stenhouse go out. Hopefully not Reddick, but we'll see. I mean, it could be Keselowski, it could be Chastain, it could be anyone, it could be Harvick. But I think Bubba makes it at least to the round of 12. That is the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series playoff preview and prediction show. We'll see how those predictions fell. Obviously from the preseason, 12 of 14 or 12 of 16. If I had to say a champion right now, boom, boom, William Byron, number 24. Once again, the 24 wins the championship. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports.com.